going to go so much into how to effectively run a social media strategy. That's a different topic, and I'm not an expert. But what I will kind of go through is, what I do and how it's mobile. Social media is something that sort of scares a lot of people as far as getting into because they're worried about the time invested. I don't have time to Twitter. I don't have time to be on Facebook. And I'll tell you, as someone who is not a total tech junkie, and I'm not a social media freak. It's not. I won't pretend that I'm an expert there. But I think I do a fairly reasonable job, and the key point for most people is I do it in maybe 8 to 10 minutes a day. So for me, the primary options are going to be Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and then some sort of blog platform. Those are going to be your primary 4. For me, start with one, do a good job with that, and only after you've done a good job with that, embrace something else. A lot of people will try and take on all 4, and they don't do any of them well, and it ends up sort of being a bit of a futile effort. So kind of pick one which is the most natural fit. Something that surprises a lot of people is I don't really use Facebook anymore. It has an auto feed from the blogs that I write, but again, only very specific ones, and I don't really use it a lot. And the reason being is I feel like between Twitter and Facebook, I can't keep up with both. I don't want to sync them so that they're exactly the same and redundant. And so that's kind of the compromise that I make, is I kind of know my limitations and do what I can do well. But all of my blogging, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn updates, all of that content development comes from idle moments. I never use my desktop or laptop computer for any of that. It's all done on my phone or on my iPad. In situations like when clients are running late, you get a call, like I'm 10 minutes behind. I'll find a sunny spot outside the house I'm showing, sit down, write a quick blog, post it. The program I use for that is iBlogger, which is on iPhone and iPad. There is a BlackBerry version with a different name. I can't recall what it is. I think if you go to exo.com, which is the main actual blog desktop platform, you'll see the BlackBerry application there. When I'm getting a haircut, I can fire off 10 responses on Twitter, write 2 blog posts, and you can tell by my hair that my haircuts will only take about 10 minutes. And if you've got a spouse or partner who gives you a hard time about Twittering, when they're in the shower, again, you've got 10 minutes. Fire something off, get it done. It's just about getting content. Get comfortable and understand that it doesn't actually take up that much time. You can run an effective social media strategy mobilely in 10 minutes a day. And the one bit of advice I will give you on social media is keep it genuine. I won't mention any names. I don't remember his last name anyway, I don't think. But a great example is a realtor on Twitter that I see at least once a day say, my name is so-and-so. If you need a realtor in Vancouver, my phone number is X. Call me.
Sorry about that.
Yes. And so the first thing I want is I've been so tempted so many times to send him a message saying, I think you're missing the point. Social media is not about sales, it's about relationships. If you're looking for a quick return, if you expect that you can use Twitter for 2 or 3 weeks, or start blogging for 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden clients are going to start pouring in, not the right way to look at it. It's kind of a long-term relationship style approach, and it's, for me, I know some of the biggest benefits I've got from that are some of the people sitting in this room, particularly that second row there. So other realtors with expertise, that you can pick their brains and you can learn. So it's not always about getting clients, sometimes it's just about becoming a better realtor.
So I was joking that don't do that. In fact, I've never done that. But I don't blame people every once in a while for blasting out something like that. But again, yeah, people have it on auto tweet.
Yeah.
And you get it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Once you've created a presence and you're adding value to that online community, there is a time and a place to effectively ask for consent. We are ultimately salespeople. You have to know when to ask for that. But when you start asking for that without the relationship and the trust, and I said you've got to give a lot before you can start asking for things back. A few notes on websites. More and more people are going to smartphones, iPads, mobile searches. Make sure your websites can handle that. If your website has Flash, please take it off. So many things don't work with it. Ideally, have a mobile site as well. If you want an example on your iPhone, you can go to benchtimes.com. It'll automatically take you to the mobile site. That's in the process of being updated. I was hoping it would be done for today, so I could use the new look, but it's not. But it still works. It'll give you an example. Tom's going to be up soon, but he won't tell us what the web address is for it yet, because he's shy.
Very shy.
If you're looking for a really cheap and easy way to do this, unfortunately my real page launched this about 2 weeks after I paid $1,000 to have mine done. My real page does it, it's almost idiot proof, even if you don't have any web program design. You can get a basic version of a site up and running. We said, you can certainly take it further and get some nice design work done on it as well, but if you just want a viable mobile option that provides content and information to your clients, and it probably takes a couple hours to get it set up properly and running. So definitely look at that.
It's okay, you've done this about a week after I bought a new PC.
Okay, perfect. So some advanced iPad tips. One of the biggest questions you get is, can you use ML Exchange on an iPad? Yes, you can. A couple of different options for that. If you're just looking for property information on an iPad, 2 options. One is Interface Express, interfaceexpress.com. It's the Vancouver Island version of the ML Exchange. We have full access to it. Basically, the only feature it's missing is the ability to do CMAs. I don't really try and use ML Exchange on my iPad, even though it's possible, because for me, it's basically just pulling up quick property information when you're out with a client. And Interface Express works beautifully on an iPad, full functionality. There's no modified versions of it.
Isn't it delayed by a couple days though?
No.
No, it's not. Okay.
Interface is real. Interface is real.
Yeah, and I use it, in all truth, I use it on my Mac computer a lot of the times too. Like I won't even log into ML Exchange, especially when I'm on my computer. It's a very, again, I'm all Mac-based, it works very well on the Mac side. If you are just using a PC, you need ML Exchange on your iPad. TeamViewer HD is a program that you can download onto an iPad that basically will give you ability to run your desktop computer on the iPad. So you're not actually running ML Exchange on your iPad. What you're doing is you are taking over the screen of your desktop computer and running it. So you can run Flash videos, you can run Flash games. Literally, all you're doing is you see the screen of your computer on your iPad. You do have full touchscreen capability though, including zooming, typing, writing, whatever it is. So it keeps that. For me, on the Mac side, again, anyone who runs a Mac probably runs either Parallels or VMware Fusion to basically just have access to Internet Explorer to run out ML Exchange. I personally use Parallels. Again, just a piece of software that runs Windows in a program window on your Mac screen. They've just released something called Parallels Mobile, which is brilliant. Basically what you do, again, you're still taking over your desktop, but you're just taking over the Parallels portion of it, and there is no time delay. TeamViewer HD, it's a little bit slow, it's a little bit choppy. Parallels is perfectly seamless. So if you run Parallels and you have an iPhone or an iPad, like I can run ML Exchange and full Windows Web Form Center on my iPhone or on my iPad. Like this morning I had to do a subject removal, forgot to bring it with me. On my iPhone, logged into Web Forms, created the full form, emailed it to myself, signed it on the iPhone, and emailed it off to the realtor with a client. You know, it takes 3 or 4 minutes. You know, and just that's how you can get around the Web Forms and ML Exchange incompatibility. And you just take over the desktop. Now the only thing, if you turn off your computer at home, you're screwed. The computer needs to be on for that to work. So
And no one on it.
well, if someone's on it, you'll take it over from them. So I scared the jeepers out of my assistant one day when all of a sudden the computer started while she was trying to do work on there for me. But I mean, it works really well. Like I said, is it as good as using a desktop computer? No. But can you use it anywhere? Yes. It's pretty quick. It's pretty good. Something else that came out of I met with the head tech guys from the real estate board. If you're looking for an iPad specific site, that is the real estate board's mobile version of MLS. It works perfectly, it's simple, but it is very basic. You can't do any criteria searches. You can only type in an address or an MLS number. So if you're driving past a property and want to know what it is, or a client sends you an MLS number, you can punch that in and get full property details. So it's a very sort of quick and dirty approach, but it does work if that's all you need.
No, with iPhone, which is iPad.
Yeah.
You can use that in a BlackBerry browser.
Yeah.
And Interface Express has a mobile version.
Yeah, they do. So Interface Express, the mobile version you have to pay for. So I should have mentioned that. Or is it free now? They used to have to pay for it. Is it free now? So BlackBerry and iPhones will use, it's called Pocket Express, which is the mobile
That's
full
right,
version of it.
that's right, Pocket.
And then on the iPad, you can use the full